It's been fun getting ready for some more standard action here and taking a look at Magic Origins too, which is looking to be a really, really sweet set. No surprise there. R&D has been killing it recently with their set design. I gotta say
Shades of M10, which I think is one of the best sets of all time.
It's a temple, and we are underway here. A temple on Ethan's side as well.
For grading on the curve, we accumulate knowledge of game design as we go. M10, my opinion, the second best Magic set of all time behind Alpha, and Magic Origins is looking to be in that sort of space.
Hey, I know I'm critical sometimes, but I could not do that. I can't design Magic cards. I got no idea.
You give yourself enough credit. There's just best practices that you have to learn. It's like anything else.
I just want to get Armageddon to be legal again.
Yeah, well that's not what the job's about.
Like I said, I can't do the job then. It's not for me.
The goal of being an R&D member is to make sure all of your favorite egregious cards get reprinted in some toned down but still too powerful version. That's what the work is,
okay,
basically.
Well, I can do that job. Here's a Courser of Crewfix. Shower Stick, the top card, Stormbreath Dragon. Rabble Master has the ability to steal a game pretty quickly. That much we know. And Rill may have another copy of Rabble Master. He has slowed down a little bit, though. Courser's definitely made him pump the brakes here. Oh, there's another Rabble Master. We'll see if everybody wants to come in, including the Elvish Mystic. He might be holding that back.
I think this is one of those spots. First of all, Eric has Stormbreath Dragon in hand, so he doesn't want to lose a mana. And it's one of those spots where it's probably close between blocking the Rabble Master or blocking a token. But if you attack with the Elvish Mystic, suddenly it's not close. Then you let him off the hook with an easy block.
Sure. Maybe it's time for a Thunderbreak Regent. Nope, a Xenagos, which seems as though it'll bring a Satyr along with it. There's a Satyr. Now, if Rill has a card like Draconic Roar here, any way to clear that Satyr out of the way, he is going to be doing just fine. He picked up a copy of Roast.
And Roast might not even be the best thing he can do this turn. You know, he's got a lot of ways to work around or ignore Xenagos.
There is Roast. Get that token out of here. Another Goblin token. This Rabble Master is going to hit real hard. It's going to hit for 6, along with the token. You see, those are paired up. They're going to go after Showers. The 3 tokens will take care of the Xenagos. Here's a Rattleclaw Mystic and a passing of the turn. Now, we oftentimes don't see this kind of ground beatdown, but this really just kind of demonstrates the power of Goblin Rabble Master. It can just win a game by itself.
Yeah, only 8 removal spells in the main deck for Ethan. That's not a lot.
And there's the defensive Stormbreath Dragon. Draconic Roar, the draw. Eric going to play his own Stormbreath Dragon. His will not be defensive, and Ethan won't even have the opportunity to block. He's going to concede the game. Eric Rill going to win game number 1 here over Ethan Showers. Green Dragon's Mirror goes to the player on the left. That's the Thrill Eric Rill. As we get ready here for the sideboard, Showers immediately going to take a look. We'll let you do the same. What's he got over there?
3 copies of Nylea's Disciple, 3 copies of Seismic Rupture, 2 copies of Display of Dominance, 2 Nissa Worldwaker, 2 Destructive Revelry, 2 Running Volley, and 1 copy of Mob Rule. I think Nissa Worldwaker is pretty solid in this matchup. If you're anticipating Eric's going to be siding into more removal, you get a slower game. Mob Rule can be sweet here as well.
Take a look at the other side of things here for Rill. He's got a Den Protector and Outpost Siege, 2 Arc Lightnings, a Twin Bolt, a Wild Slash, a Roast, a Reclamation Sage, 2 Xenagos the Reveler, 2 Nissa Worldwaker, a Chandra Power Master, and then 2 copies of Barrage of Boulders. So a little all over the place here for Rill.
Yeah, I mean, the red removal is pretty nice in this matchup. Roast, Wild Slash, Twin Bolt. I don't know how much of that he wants because it's only effective against a portion of Ethan's deck, but I think some of that's pretty nice to have, and I could see the additional Planeswalkers coming in here too as well.
And these players will shuffle up here. I mean, there's nothing long about this match.
No, there's not a lot of fanciness going on here.
You know, I think we might see one game here between the 2 players where just some flyers and some Stormbreath Dragons beat down, but that's just kind of the nature of the matchup here. So we'll see how things do break here for game number 2. Showers will be on the play, but we'll quickly talk about the Spring Creature Collection here on Star City Games. Of course, card sleeves, playmats, and dice bags available. Some of our favorite things from game night.
Yeah, we got the Spring Creature Collection here where you have the Bunny, the Bee, the Kitten, and Delver Squeakrits. This is all available on card sleeves, playmats, and dice bags. You can head over to starcitygames.com/creature collection to order your items today, or head over to our dealer booth at any of our opens or any Grand Prix that we're vending at.
Old Delver Squeakrits. I can't wait to see what's going to be coming for the next Creature Collection, the Summer Creature Collection for our pun.
I mean, we have the creatures announced.
Yes. That one's easy.
No, September. September's still unannounced.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Still
Okay.
a mystery.
All right. It'll be fun to find out because we're guessing just like you guys are at home. It's very unclear.
I'm working with no advanced information. If you've ever watched the broadcast, you know that this is just how it works.
It's part of the charm of the broadcast.
Out of the loop. I'm getting my reaction in real time.
Kept out of the loop on purpose.
Yep.
We want genuine reactions from you here in the booth. Well, Rill and Showers will prepare here for game number 2. A pretty easy win there for Eric Rill in game number 1.
Rabble Master was not killed. That's a good summary of that one.
Yeah, end sentence.
Yep. Eric was on the play. His Rabble Master did not die. Game 2, colon.
That's just how Rabble Master works sometimes. A bit of an uptick in that card this weekend, too.
There is a lot less red removal than we've seen in previous months. There are times where Rabble Master was getting cut from red decks altogether because there was just too many wild slashes floating around, and the metagame really isn't in that place right now. You are happy to play with Rabble Master against decks that are about Hero's Downfall, but when you're losing tempo, when people are breaking serve against you, that's when Rabble Master, for as powerful it is still a 3-mana 2-toughness creature, and sometimes you just gotta leave it at home.
I can say with absolute certainty that I have not been more wrong about a card than Goblin Rabble Master.
I thought it was going to be a good sideboard card against control decks. That's where I thought it was going to go.
I didn't think it was very good at all, and I was very, very wrong. Such a good card.
It's a card with really clearly defined strengths and weaknesses. It's definitely awesome some percentage of the time, but it's not without its costs.
Yeah, it's good, though.
Really good.
Yeah, really good. Game over good.
Yeah. It has the highest ceiling of any card in Standard. When it's good, like it just was for Eric that game, it's a game win by itself.
Yeah. That's the thing I like about it. Both players are going to take a look at their openers. Again, Showers will be on the play. Looks like both players are happy at Forest. And we are underway here in game number 2. There's a mountain. Rill just passed the turn back. Carry added. Can't kill that one. Dig its roots into the ground. Prepare to add some mana here. As Rill has no acceleration. That's not good news in this matchup.
I think if Eric opened on Mountain, he may have been hoping that his first couple turns could be removal spells, but can't do that against Caryatid.
And Showers does not have a land to play this all. He can just pass the turn back. So weird starts here for both players. There's a Forest and there's a Rabble Master. Does Showers have a removal spell for this? It appears yes. Draconic Roar. Revealing Thunderbreak Region, which is what Showers would like to cast if he draws a land. See if he's able to do that. The answer is yes. Haven of the Spirit Dragon's a perfect draw. There's a Thunderbreak Region. Rill will take a draw.
I'm a bit surprised that Rabble Masters are in Eric's deck post-board on the draw. Seems like that sequence we just saw is going to happen a lot.
It seems unlikely that it will do what you want it to do.
Yeah.
It can definitely run away with the game on the play.
Yeah, I don't mind him on the play.
There's no Thunderbreak Region. Here's the appeal of this Dragons deck. Slam flyers.
Is it the Dragons?
Yes.
It's
yes.
it's the Dragons.
Yeah. They don't call it Green Red Goblin Rabble Master.
No. It's the Dragons.
Rill's got a lot of land on the battlefield, but he's got to start playing some dragons himself. Here comes Death Mist Raptor. Thunderbreak Region for him. He'll pass the turn back. Showers will take a draw. Xenagos. Take it up. Maybe Crater's Claws? Yep.
Pretty good turn here.
In for 8. Rill down to 5.
And he's getting hit in increments of 4, and one of his lands is a wooded foothill. So cracking that puts him into the range where either Thunderbreak Region is lethal. This is going to be tough to get out of.
Eric can't get out of it. Yep. I mean, these games, when someone's winning, it just feels very one-sided.
Well, these decks are not very good at playing defense.
Yeah.
You know, they're not very good at catching up when they're behind. So there it is.
Yeah, they feel like very, very one-sided games when they do happen. And we saw Rill win game number 1. It was one-sided. Ethan won game number 2. It was very one-sided. Being on the play certainly plays a huge role in things here. Acceleration into a dragon is huge.
Yeah, that's a big deal. The only card in really either of these lists that allows someone to break serve, I guess there's 2. They're both in Ethan's deck. He's got the 3 copies of Dragon Lord Atarka. That's capable of catching him up while he's behind, although that requires a lot of mana. The other card in this deck is Mob Rule. Mob Rule is the card with the possibility of, Ethan's behind, he's got a little bit of board, Eric's blowing him out with larger creatures, and Mob Rule can catch him up.
For those who are just joining the broadcast, of course, we'll take a look at the Season 3 leaderboard and see where players do stand on that. Unfortunately, you won't find Eric Rill's name on here this go-around. You will find that Kevin Jones and Jim Davis, they've already locked up their invites to the Players' Championship. Ross Merriam, he's leading things right now with Danny Jessup right behind him, Joe Lissette too, and then you see GFabs and CVM looking to gain some ground, though CVM did not have a very good weekend here.
No, but there's still time to make it up in the IQ, and I think there's a reasonable shot that Chris passes Gerard by the time this weekend's all said and done. Not a lot of points separating these players. Ross right now with a slight edge over Danny Jessup and then a little bit further down the line, but these are the 5 players most likely that'll be competing for this Season 3 slot to the Players' Championship this season.
See Brad Nelson, he's already qualified. Take a look at page number 2 where things get a little bit deeper. Jeff Hoagland, Andrew Jessup, the brother of Danny, Logan Mize, Hunter Nance, Eric Hawkins, Rudy Briska, Todd Anderson, and Matthew Tickle. Some new names on the leaderboard, but that means some new players looking to qualify for the Players' Championship.
Yeah, and this is what's going to be happening every year, really, is once we hit Season 3, a lot of the points that people have accumulated over the previous year, they're going to start falling off, and new names are going to be showing up on this list. These are some new faces for those of you who've been following the leaderboard.
Yeah, Hawkins and Tickle, 2 players from the Minneapolis area. Pretty good friends with Matthias Hunt, our broadcast partner. And they actually, for the Open Series when we were in Dallas, we saw them drive from Minneapolis, 20 hours to do battle. So they are serious about qualifying for the Players' Championship this year.
That is a commitment.
I've done some things. You've done some things. I don't know if I would have done that.
I've hit 20 hours.
Okay. All right. I've done 15 for a PTQ.
Terrible mistake.
Oh, man. The 15-hour one was pretty tough, too.
Yeah, that's too long.
I had good company with Jerry Thompson, but it was a long, long drive.
That was too long when I was, however old I was, 20 or 21. It's definitely too old now. Definitely way too long.
We did the Friday night. We drive to St. Louis for a PTQ. Don't do well there. I can't remember who won. I think it was a friend from Iowa. Then there was a Sunday PTQ in Omaha, Nebraska. So we drove there, and then our friend got conceded in the finals. Neither Jerry nor I won, and then Sunday night got to drive back. So that's the part you forget.
Right, you always forget about the drive.
The drive back, and Jerry just drove it straight through, and I actually stayed awake for a little while on that one. But I was not very well prepared for those PTQs, unfortunately. So I look back on that. It was a fun memory. Something to say I did, but yikes. That was a long drive home. Long drive home.
Yeah, our drive back was really bad. From Tampa to New Jersey. It was really bad.
Yeah, that sounds tough. But those are some of the best parts of Magic.
I think the four of us in our car were all out of the Grand Prix by round 7. I don't think any of us even sniffed day 2. None of us even got close.
Looks like Shower's going to take a mulligan while Rill is happy with his opening hand. What was the format?
It was Odyssey Limited.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, a really long time ago.
See the prize payout here that the players are playing for this weekend, $5,000, 25 Open Series points. An invite to our Season 3 Invitational for first place, second place, 2,020 Open Series points, and invite. And we show you this, of course, because there's some real money at stake here, but those Open Series points, all it takes is one win. You're right back in the thick of things.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's why we showed, Chris, with a win, would leap over Ross.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how tight the gap is. So there are not a lot of points separating these players, and one weekend can make it all up.
See if Ethan can find a better opening hand here. So we'll be looking at 6 cards.
Although, if you've gotten a sense from the first 2 games, this is one of those, you're never happy to mulligan, but this matchup, it doesn't really matter all that much. You're down a card, if you die, it's probably with some spells left over.
Yeah, I think so too. Wooded Foothills here from Showers. Perhaps we have an Elvish Mystic on the way. There's the basic forest. There's the Mystic. To Rill we will go. You saw him start off with a Mountain. There's a Forest. Here's a Rattleclaw Mystic, so he's got some acceleration. We'll see if Ethan has an answer for that, if he can accelerate by him. A Temple of Abandon means that his red mana is going to enter the battlefield tapped. That's not good news.
Step one for Eric. You just want to be the one who gets out in front first.
Yep.
Really hard for Ethan to take it back unless he has Dragon Lord Atarka. And that's a ways away.
Rill with a Mountain. Yep, there's Thunderbreak Regent. So we'll see if Showers has a Thunderbreak Regent of his own. He very quickly sacrifices a Wooded Foothills. He's going to go down to 18. We'll see what land he wants to search up. There's the Mountain. And he has a region of his own. So in a perfect world, you get a trade here.
Oh, Ethan's looking to block.
Yeah.
He just needs time and protect his light tool as much as possible. Yeah, and he's the one with the more powerful top end.
Yep. Rill says, you don't get to block. I'll take 3 to get that thing off the table. Here come the beatdowns. In for 6. Showers down to 12. He gets to draw a card. Now it's got to be a Courser of Crewfix. If that's your turn, that's not good news. Crater's Claw's on top of the deck. There's a land up to 13 from playing the Forest. Showers has to pass the turn back to Rill. Rill will take a draw step here. Den Protector, a couple copies of Crater's Claws in hand.
Feels like a hand capable of finishing off this game. I mean, you can just keep trucking on winning with Thunderbreak Regents. Do enough on the board to keep Ethan occupied and fireball him out.
Gonna go after the Courser Crewfix. You can actually Crater's Claws away the Elvish Mystic too if he wants to with the Rattleclaw Mystic. But I like, just kind of a simple attack here and using the other one as a fireball or to clear out a dragon.
Yeah. Seems a little too aggressive when Ethan hasn't indicated that he has any mana trouble.
Rill going to take some damage. Excuse me, Shower's going to take some damage from hitting that Thunderbreak region. He goes down to 6. Rill a little stuck on mana right now.
I don't know, he's got a lot of routes here that all look good.
Wild Slash going to go after the Elvish Mystic. Attack for 2, puts you down to 4. The follow-up is another Rattleclaw Mystic. Pass the turn back.
Yeah, Crater's Claw still left over.
Yep. 5 mana, Stormbreath Dragon. It's defensive. Defensive Stormbreath Dragon isn't typically a winning Stormbreath Dragon. And maybe it's time for a Fireball. Here's an attack, and there's a Fireball. That's safe enough. That's going to get the job done. Eric Rill going to win this match here over Ethan Showers, 2-1. The Green Red Dragon's Mirror goes to the Thrill. He's 8-1, moving into day 2.
Yeah, great position there. What we learned about that matchup is it can be over really fast. And having an important curve, that's the most important thing. Worth mulliganing aggressively, as I believe the loser of all 3 games died with quite a few cards left in their hand.
Win the die roll.
Seems important too.
That is pretty important there. And make sure you have mana acceleration. If you don't, make sure you can contain the mana acceleration. But we've seen matchups like that over the course of Magic.